All right. Well, this is session 2 of a new campaign. This is a School of the Mind campaign. It's called The Two Crowns, and this is the first trial. So for those of you who are tuning in for the second session, you already know about the characters. The basic campaign is, the gist of it is a group of adventurers is trying to get to the next step in their service to the King of Impiltur, and this is the labyrinth. Okay, they have to face it together and overcome it. Any of those who pass the test will become what are called Swiftswords, and they'll become a kind of a special unit. And we're going to dive into just introductions briefly. And I think before that, though, I failed to mention one of the unique parts about School of the Mind is that we're trying to help players to do more than just play a game and try to encourage some things outside of the game. And one of those for this session, or this campaign actually, is to establish kind of a better life balance and focus on priorities. So every week I have players, if they want to, they can report on how they're doing with their goals. And this time I'd like Aaron to share briefly, what his goal, one of his goals, and kind of how that's going for him.
So, a couple of weeks ago, I did one of my goals for balance was connection. Especially, it's very important, especially in right now, in this year, and the way it's been, is to stay connected with people. It helps you stay healthy, and it helps other people stay healthy. Loneliness is dangerous. Um, so I've been like calling at least 2 or 3 people I know from either my LDS gaming group or my support group that I've set up from group therapy, and it's been pretty nice to be able to just have maybe like 5 minutes just to talk, check up on each other, see if we need anything, ask how our day went.
Right.
So it's been nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it's a really good goal, and I think I appreciate you sharing that with us because, like you said, that it can take just a few minutes really to reconnect with somebody, but it can be really, really important. Like you said, especially now with everybody being impacted by this pandemic and everything. And yeah, so thank you so much for that effort, and just encourage all of you guys, in your individual goals to keep, Sunday's a good day to reevaluate, kind of look and see how you're doing, and maybe reestablish goals. It depends on what you feel is best and most helpful to you. So yeah, love to hear any feedback you guys have, in challenges you're facing as well, and because we're in this together, right? So anyway, thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that. And so now I'm just going to have everybody, just introduce their characters real briefly, and then Thomas will give us a synopsis of session 1. Maybe we'll start with Peter this time.
My character is named Zhao Feng, or Fang as his nickname. He is a level 5 monk ASMR. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Karen.
I'm Taryn. I'm 18. I'm a level 5 barbarian berserker.
Awesome. And Sebastian, go ahead.
I'm Sebastian, and I am currently playing a level 5 human cleric.
Awesome. And what is his name?
Oh, Perseus.
Perseus. Awesome. Thank you. All right, Aaron.
I'm playing a fire genocide named Vanji Zolishai. He's a rogue under the thief subclass, and he's full of himself and got a lot of stuff to work on.
Right.
Um,
Awesome.
I'm playing Aishal Vernierway, a tiefling paladin.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, guys. So, Thomas, go ahead and tell us what happened in session 1, and then we'll get back into things here.
So
A fraud.
it's not yet. Also, real quick, just so you know, my microphone is really weird today. So if somebody cuts out, just tell me. So we started with 4 people, but then we discovered that we're adding another person, and it was Bonji, a Fire Genasi. And apparently he is a thing against Ajal, or probably demons in general. But anyways, we set off by a rowboat with a guy called Captain Marley. I just called him Captain Marley, but I think it's just Marley. Anyway, we set off there and we went towards the labyrinth, and we found this grate. We went through it, and the entire place was kind of like sunken underwater. So there was a lot of going back up and forth so that we could breathe. And then we finally opened up the next, I'll call it a grate for now as well. And we went down, and there's 2 paths, one that continued to go downwards and one that went a bit more leveled out. And we went to the leveled out one, only to discover it went out in the open sea, and we couldn't get inside the labyrinth, no matter how hard we tried. Then we kind of got attacked by sharks, but they weren't attacking us. I think we kind of attacked them first. While Ajal and Fang both were trying to not drown by swimming upwards. And by the end of it, we all kind of got out of it partially unscathed. Both Bonji and Fang were knocked out unconscious, but we found Marley again. We asked him to take us back to the first grade, and he did so. We went back down. We kind of did it all over again, and we went through the straight downwards path instead. And this time we landed in a room inside the labyrinth, we suppose, and there's a bunch of frog people, and they kind of pointed their spears at us, so now we're in the middle of a fight with them.
Excellent. Thank you. Well done. So that gets us up to speed, and I believe, just a few more details of that encounter. The frog people immediately threw a net over your heads, and as you escaped from the net, they started attacking you with their spears. And
you just rip the net open.
Right. Yeah, the net is no longer a problem, but I think in terms of combat, we were ending with the barbarian was just going to tell.
I stabbed one and cut the head off another one.
Right.
I threw in a dagger directly in between the eyes of one of the frog people. It was pretty cool.
Right.
Wait, Dad, sorry, game moderator, did you want me to roll for those to see if I actually killed them or not?
Yes, you must roll damage. So yeah, let me know what your damage was with those 2 hits.
$18 and 25.
Okay, so what are you rolling for damage?
Huh?
What are you rolling for damage?
I don't know what you mean exactly, but
So if you look under actions,
each
each weapon has a dice that you roll.
Yeah, so I rolled for the
damage.
great axe and the dagger.
Okay.
Right, but you get 2 attacks with the great axe.
Oh, really?
And the damage usually is like a D12 plus something. So when you say 25 points of damage, I'm kind of thinking you might be rolling the wrong.
Oh, sorry. I'm not talking about damage. I'm talking about like whether I hit them or not. So I got 25 and what was it?
You hit them for sure. So you got 2
Okay.
hits. Now roll your damage.
So for the great axe, got an 18. And for the dagger, I got a 4.
Okay, so again, you're just rolling the axe 2 times for damage, not the dagger.
But I stabbed one with my dagger.
Sorry,
Never
with a 2-handed weapon like that, you either do 2 attacks with the one or just because you can't really attack without both hands on the axe. It's such a big weapon. Even for your strength, you have to wield it with 2 hands in order to use it. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do more damage. I apologize.
Okay, so a 5 and 18.
Okay, so 5 points of damage and 18 points of damage.
Yes.
What are you rolling? A d12?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you add to the d12?
3 plus 3.
Okay, so that'd be a 15 points of damage. All right, so we've resolved that one of the frog people is taken down as unconscious from your attack. Okay, so now there are 8. There's still 8 frog people. Okay, and we are
Awake or?
Yeah, they're all conscious. So 2 of the frog people have been taken down. 1 is injured, and we have it is now. I think at this point you guys have to come up with a decision about what you want to do. I'll give you a few seconds to talk about that as a group, and then you can declare your actions.
While the frog people are attacking us? How many of them are there left?
8.
Okay.
As the reason I'm bringing that up is as Karen strikes another one of these frog people down, you see them, some of the ones in the back that had thrown the net over at you guys are starting to back off. They're seeing that they're dealing with a force that maybe is a little more stronger than they expected. And so you still have about, 5 of them engaged with you, like kind of surrounding you guys, with their spears. And then 3 of them are starting to back off, it looks like. So, all right. So I think it's Fang is first. Go ahead.
I'm gonna attack with my fists. One of the frog people.
Okay. So go ahead and make that roll. And I believe, do you get 2 attacks or just 1? Peter?
Yeah, I get 2.
You get
I
2.
got a 9 and a 13.
Okay, so 1 hit. And go and roll your damage for that.
Five.
5. Okay. So yeah, you slug the guy in the gut, and he kind of doubles over. He's still conscious. Okay. To Aaron or Vanji. I think, were you still in the water or you climbed out, right?
Oh, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I threw a dagger straight into one of the frog people, and I'm pretty sure they're not happy with me
Yeah.
because I killed
So
the
you've
dude.
You've got 2, just adjoining you. You can engage with either one or.
Back off before I dagger the rest of you.
Okay, so you want to try and intimidate. Go and make an intimidation roll and see what you did on that. Let me know.
15.
15. Okay, they don't understand what you're saying, but they definitely seem to understand your intentions. So
I'm very, very angry right now.
one of them starts backing off. The other one is right next to Ajal, and so he's kind of still engaged with Ajal, but he's looking to see what Ajal is going to do. What's your action, Ajal? Are you
Okay. I am going.
You want to watch yourself, demon.
I'm just going to attack him.
want to attack the frog person next to you? Okay.
Long sword. It's I rolled 17 for whether I hit it or not.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. And then Perseus, you're up next.
And 6. We did 6 damage.
Okay. And I think you had you already damaged this one?
Yes, I had already damaged him.
Yeah. So that is enough to take that one down. He collapses. The other ones seem much more in, like I said, there seem to be an alarm. Perseus, I believe you had climbed out of the water, but I'm not sure. Actually, no, I think he was the only one in the water still. So Perseus, you're in this pool of water in the center of this chaotic.
Oh, he climbed out.
Okay, had he climbed out? Okay.
Yeah,
I
because
don't remember.
he's the one who ripped it into shreds.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So well, either way, you're
Because
either
he got a net
climb out
20 when
or
he came out.
I roll to shoot one of them with my crossbow.
okay.
I
So
also need some healing, just so you know.
yeah.
There you go.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll on that. crossbow.
I roll a 6.
A 6. Okay, so that misses. Yeah, the bolt just flies past.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now it is to the frog people. Let me just. So now there are 6 of them kind of around you guys. One of them is backed off. And the rest of them are now making a defensive retreat. So they're kind of watching you with their spears, but they're slowly backing up, trying to regroup. So they all kind of disengage, from you guys, moving about 20 feet away, blocking with their spears as they back up. And you can see, in this hallway, the hallway is about 15 feet wide, and it goes down probably about 30 feet. And they're almost to a corner. They're like trying to back around a corner, basically, but defensively. The other 3 that had already backed up, they're already like long gone. They've run around the corner. Okay. So you just have these basically 6 frog people left. And Karen, it's to you now.
Well, there's no fun now. The frog people are gone. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, your rage is kind of subsided now because you didn't get any attacks against you. You can, if you make an attack this round, you can keep your rage, or you can just calm down and, do other actions.
I just started attacking my group. Yeah, I'll probably stop that.
Okay. Any other actions you want to take this round, or?
Yeah, I want to start walking. I don't just want to stay in there.
Okay. The only direction you can walk is towards them. You have a wall kind of behind you guys, about 5 feet.
Who, the frog people?
Yeah, because you're kind of in a corner. You're backed into a corner. The pool of water, you can go back into the pool of water, or there's, towards the frog people, basically.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's going into the labyrinth. So.
Okay, so you want to walk towards them, but not like you're not running towards them, of course, right? Oops, I think you froze up, Karen. Hopefully we'll get her back in a minute here. Anyway, we'll just assume that she's walking towards them in a intimidating manner. Is that right, Karen?
I just missed like the last 20 seconds. What happened?
Just wondering, are you trying to catch up to the frog people, or just, kind of keep
No,
them?
I'm just bored. I just want to start now.
Okay. So we're back to the
But if I do catch up, then oh great. Then yes, they'll have a reason to fear me. What's with my
And now
life?
the power's out.
In my room.
Only in her room. All right, Peter, we're up to you now. So what does Fang want to do this round? You're looking around. The walls are, around you are pretty high up, probably about 25 feet, towering above you on either side. And you got the frog people kind of working their way around this corner. Okay.
90%
Have
sure your
special
room is
effects.
haunted.
Any actions this round for Fang?
He just wants to walk.
If you're not going to engage with them, you're kind of out of initiative now because they are retreating to wherever they're going.
They better stay far away from us.
So I'm assuming you're not attacking them. Is that right, Peter?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk
Okay.
slowly down the hall.
Okay. All right. So any other actions? Vanji, Ajal, and Perseus, do you want to just follow the rest? Or
Ajal realizes that no one else is continuing the attack, so he just kind of stops.
I'm gonna follow them sneaky.
okay.
Gonna
Alright.
sneak after them.
So you guys,
After us or the frog people?
The frog people.
Stalking your own team.
all right. So you guys start, just walking and following the same path of these spearmen that tried to kill you, basically. As you get around the corner, and you see them, after they got around the corner, apparently they were running at high speed, okay, or hopping and running. And so they are getting down to another corner, and it looks like, because as you go around the first corner, it's only about maybe 60 feet till another corner, okay? And they're running around that corner as you guys come around this first corner. And I'm assuming you guys are just going to keep following them. Is that correct?
I'd like to
I am,
question your motives real quick. Why are we sure we should follow them? Because I mean, this is only a small group of frogs. What if there's like a bigger group that they're leading us towards?
When
Fair
there's
point.
civilization,
Reason.
there's information.
And there's a ton of frog people that want to kill us. So just keep that in mind.
They struck first.
I'm gonna run after them at full speed.
All right, so Fang starts running after them at full speed.
Move, Pete. Dad, you keep cutting out and I have no idea where we are. So is that the only way we can go, is following the frog people?
Well, there's up, there's forward, or there's back, right?
Up?
You
Can
can't
anyone
really
else
go
fly?
down.
Because I can't.
You can't really go down. That's for certain, unless you have.
No,
like,
can't really
horse or
climb
some
either.
rock, right? So, yeah, Fang is running after them. Any other actions you guys want to follow after Fang at high speed? Walk? What are you doing?
Sure, it's a race. Okay, I'm going to start racing Peter and I'm going to win, obviously.
No, I go 80 feet per round. You go 60.
I begrudgingly
know
follow
that?
the two.
Cause you're not a monk. That's how.
That is one of his strong points. He is definitely fast, and
Ha.
so
I
Peter,
win.
Fang actually in that round, he's able to get all the way around the next corner if you want to round that next corner. So the rest of you are following suit. Fang, you get around the corner and you see that the frog people have all turned with their spears towards you. Okay. Behind them, you see 4 giant toads.
Of course.
And
So let you go.
Thanks for that, Pete.
Peter, I'll let you make probably be a, what would that be? A history check? Yeah, make a history check. No, what would that be for knowledge of animals? It wouldn't be history.
Animal
Animal
handling?
handling, maybe?
Yeah, let's do animal handling. Why not? Go make a check and see what you know about these things.
Got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So Peter, you might have, run across giant toads, or at least heard of them. They're not to be trifled with, you know that much. They're not, especially with 4 giant toads. That's quite a good number of them. You've heard about that they like to swallow people. So
Bring it on. I'll rip him from the inside out.
all right, so Peter, you're going to be making an initiative roll, and I guess we're going to be back into initiative if the rest of you are sticking with Fang.
I got a dirty 21.
Okay. Let me see what the frog people get here. Guys, if you guys want to make a roll again for initiative.
And I got 11.
I got 13.
16.
16.
15.
Okay. So it looks like we're going to go, all of you get to go before the frog people. They're kind of slow. So it'll be Peter, and then we'll go, I think it was Aaron, right?
I think it was Sebastian. Next.
Oh, Sebastian, yeah.
I got a 13.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it'll be Peter, Sebastian. Let's just go Peter, Karen, Sebastian, Aaron, and then Thomas. That'll be easy for me to remember. Okay. So Peter, what is your action? You come around the corner. These guys have their spears pointed towards you again. What would you like to do? They don't seem to be happy with you. They're not. Declare your action in 6 seconds.
I'm gonna cast daylight right in front of them.
Okay.
Blind them.
So blinding light coming down
Flashbang.
the heavens. Okay. How does that work? Is it just creatures that are sensitive to sunlight that have to make a check on that? Let me just take a look and see. What does it say on there, Peter, for sunlight?
You might be sensitive to that.
It doesn't really say anything.
When you click on it, it should allow you to see what it does, like the effect of sunlight.
I don't know the name.
It says a 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose within range. The sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet.
Okay. All right. So this beam from the heavens comes shining down, okay, on these.
You gonna give us a warning, or are we getting blinded too?
Okay. You guys would probably see this as you're coming, around the corner here. You'd see this beam of
The
light.
last time I'll ever see.
So Karen, it's to you. You come around the corner, you see the same scene of, about 6 frog people with spears and 4 giant toads behind them. The toads seem to be getting excited. They're kind of jumping up and down a little bit.
They wouldn't eat a bird.
They don't sound like that at all. But hey, that's the best we've got, right?
The time is so perfect.
Bo, you're a toad now.
They're barking frogs, right?
I'm okay with that.
Karen, what's your action?
I am throwing a fireball
I
at
did.
one of the toads.
Okay,
you said
throwing a
Karen.
fireball. More to Karen. Sorry, Karen and Aaron sound similar.
I can never
think
tell.
so.
I
I
was
just cut out the K, so all I heard was
Yeah.
I'm not throwing a fireball yet.
Any action?
How close am I to the toads and such?
You're probably about 15 feet away.
Okay, so
They're pointing their spears at your friend Fang, and they see you come around the corner.
how can they see? I thought they were blinded. I guess that's. Anyways, regardless of whether they can see me or not, I'm gonna run past them and climb onto a toad on its back.
Okay, so your goal is to get past them and then to get onto a toad.
Yes.
Okay,
Don't get swallowed by a toad today, Karen.
so you can move. Let's see how far they are here. 15, 30. Yeah, go ahead and make because you're not attacking anybody, you're just trying to get onto a toad. So go and make a
Yes.
dexterity check and see if you can get onto the back of this toad as it's hopping up and down. Okay. So just a regular dexterity check, and then we're to Perseus. Perseus, what's your action? You come around the corner and see the same scene.
That well? Okay. Anyways, I hold on. I try to shoot my crossbow at one of them again.
Okay, one of the frogs, go ahead.
25.
Oh yeah, that hits for sure. Roll your damage.
Okay. 14.
14 damage. Nice.
I rolled and I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay. So as Perseus is, knocking one of these frog people down with a crossbow bolt, Karen, you guys see Karen leaping past the frog people, then
No pun intended.
onto the back of one of these giant toads. Okay. Apparently she's gonna ride a bronco, like a bucking bronco. Okay. All right.
Run a lasso for that.
Now we're to Vanji. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna jump up and throw a fireball in the direction of one of the toads.
Hopefully not the one I want.
Fireball.
Eat this.
All right, make your roll.
And it is a 16.
A 16, that definitely hits. These things are considerably easier to hit than the the smaller frog people. And roll your damage on that.
9.
9 points. Okay. So yeah, it kind of singes you see this black mark on one of its kind of its shoulder and leg, front leg. Definitely makes an impact. And now we're to Thomas, and then it will be their turn.
I want to cast Hellish Rebuke on. Actually, how far away are they?
The frog people are just about 15 feet in front of you, and then the toads are about 15 feet behind them.
Okay, yeah. I want to cast Hellish Rebuke on the one that Vanji just burned.
Okay. And you want to describe to us what that does or how that affects the creature?
So essentially what kind of happens is I kind of like just it's surrounded by hellish flames and it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And if it fails, it will take 27 damage because I just rolled just now. And if it succeeds, it'll only take half of that.
Okay. All right. It looks like it did pass. It kind of jumps up in the air as you're, casting this. It jumps up higher. But it does do, you said, what was the half damage again?
The half damage, would it be the lesser? If it's an odd, would it be lesser number or higher?
Does it say if it passes the dexterity save, it gets half damage, right?
Yeah, but the thing is it's 27, so that's an odd number too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we just round up, so that'd be 14 points.
Yeah.
Okay, so 14 plus it is, that it's still conscious, but it definitely is hurting. So that is the end of your guys' actions. Now we have their turn. Okay, so I think we have only 4 frog people standing at this point because the crossbow took one down. I think we're just going to have one attack each of you. No, they're not going to attack Karen. They're going to see if the toads can
Handle
take care
her.
of that. So attack on each of you. Let me just roll those real quick. So 12 against Fang, that probably misses. 12 against Karen, no, not Karen, against Sebastian. A 15 against Vanji.
Can I do an uncanny dodge?
Yes, you can, as a reaction, yeah.
Yep.
So does that just mean they
And
miss?
it makes it in half.
Oh, half's the damage, okay.
Yes, and my armor class is 13.
Okay. And then for Thomas, they got a 13 to hit.
Oh,
Does that hit you?
that
Okay.
misses.
Okay, so just a hit against Thomas, that would be half damage. So that damage is just going to be 1 point of damage, just barely breaks with the spear. So, so just 1 point of damage against the rogue. That's the frog people. Karen, this toad that you're riding is going to try to.
Did you say 1 damage?
Yeah, just 1 damage.
Want to try what?
It's
Fuck you
trying to
off.
get you off its back. Okay, so make
Gee,
a
I can't
strength.
imagine why.
Make a strength check against its strength.
Cleric, if you could heal me, that would be fabulous. I'm at 5 health.
So Karen, it got.
I got a 22 on strength.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you're-
late to admit that I need your help. I do.
So Karen, you are hanging on tight, and that thing is unsuccessful getting you off its back. Okay.
Nice.
The other toads are kind of alarmed at what's happening. They're jumping up and down. One of them at the front jumps forward and is going to attack. Let's see what's attacking here.
Who's gonna get eaten?
It goes
Not
for
me.
Thomas or Ajal. Okay. And Ajal, it rolls a Oh, wow. Okay. So it rolled a 19 plus it has a bonus there. So that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that one definitely.
Okay, so it jumps forward you and its giant mouth opens up. It kind of, its tongue shoots out and wraps around you and tries to pull you in. And it bites down on you. So you're going to get 5 points for piercing.
Hold on.
And
Wait, what? This
Evan,
toad has
stop.
teeth?
it
Dad.
has teeth. Yes.
First of all, why does a toad have teeth? And second of all, did you skip my turn? Because making a strength check was not my turn, right?
Oh yeah, we'll come back to you just a second. Sorry, I skipped your turn. My bad. Anyway, this was a separate toad, so we'll keep this going. But it does 4 points of acid damage to you as well, Ajal. So 5 points piercing and 4 points of acid.
Okay.
Acidic spit or this vile stuff starts oozing out of its mouth onto your arm. Okay.
Because they have so much more health.
And Ajal, because you were bit, what happens is it actually puts you in a grappled condition.
Mhm.
Your left arm is kind of in the thing's mouth. Okay, it bit down on your arm. So you still have your, I'm assuming you're right-handed. You still have your right hand to use. But yeah, your left arm is inside the mouth of this giant toad.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yes.
How close am I to the toad that is currently eating Thomas?
Well, because we're kind of going back in time, it is currently leaping through the air, but you're still on the back of the one that you're riding. It's
I know.
just,
How close am I to it?
about 15 feet away.
Can I jump that far?
No.
Why?
15 feet?
Okay, fine. If I can't jump that far,
But you are riding on the back of this toad very well. He looks.
yeah, I guess I'll.
Just stay on the toad for now. It should be fine.
Any actions you'd like to take?
Yes, but apparently I'm not physically capable of them. Anyways, I guess I'd like
can
try and
get off.
urge the toad forward if I can do that.
What would you like to do? Just tell me what you'd like to do.
Jump onto the other frog and murder it in cold blood.
Okay. Okay. So
Well,
you
as
just
I
have to-
said, I
all you
can't
have to
jump
do is just slide off the back of the toad you're on, move over to the other
That's
one.
boring. So I'm gonna try and urge the toad forward that I'm already on.
Okay. All right, make an
Wouldn't
animal
forward
handling
be
check.
towards us?
Animal handling
What?
check.
Wouldn't be going
Yeah, I didn't
forward
think about that,
be
but
towards us?
whatever.
I'm
I
seeing
have-
issues here.
I have spoken.
Okay.
Now you have to roll. Animal handling check, please.
Roll for what?
Animal handling check.
I'm just having audio problems here.
22.
Okay. So you spur this thing in the ribs with your feet and it leaps forward. What was your intent?
Stay on top of that.
I didn't really think about that part, but I'm going forward, so that's great. Is that all I get for that turn?
Well, it lands right in front of Perseus, okay, the toad. Just flops down right in front of him, okay? You're just right on its back, like riding it like a bucking bronco. And yeah, you were successful.
My turn isn't over yet, right?
What other action did you want to take?
I guess I'll take my axe and swing it down on this toad's head that I'm already on. Like,
Okay.
very hard.
All right, make your attack roll.
Takes a second for me to get there. Okay. I got 18
That is a hit.
for my hit thing.
And then roll your damage.
7 plus
3.
11. So 18?
So how are you getting this 11?
How do you have a plus 11?
8 plus 3.
That was your roll. You rolled 11 for damage, not plus 11. Your total is 11 for damage.
But don't I get to roll twice for the great axe? That's what you said last time.
Okay, you just said you were making one attack, so I just assumed with the action to spur the thing on, I give you one attack. Because you're
Okay, fine. Then I choose the 11.
Okay, so 11 points of damage.
Better than nothing.
You hack into this thing, and yes, it is injured but still alive. Okay.
Lovely.
All right, we're back to Fang.
I'm gonna go to the frog that's eating a jowl and punch it in the gut.
Okay. So you're attacking the one that's.
You have to be under it to do that.
All right, go ahead and make that roll. You get 2 attacks, right?
I got a 15 and
That is a hit.
a 1, so that didn't hit. But
Okay.
one that did hit got 8, and then I'm gonna spend a key point, and I'm gonna punch it twice more.
Oh. Okay, as you hit it with the first punch, it collapses to the ground and its mouth kind of gapes open. Okay.
Okay.
What?
So you knocked it out with your first punch.
Can I punch that hard?
I mean,
No, you can't.
Do you want to
What the
expend?
heck?
Do you still want to expend a
Ow.
key point to do another attack on something else?
do it.
How close are the other?
Well, you've got frog people right next to you now, and they are ready to attack you. And you also have the toads. There's another toad, maybe about 10 feet in front of you, and one about 5 feet away. Well, yeah, about 7 feet away from you on your left. That Karen's riding.
I'll spend another key point and punch some frog people.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2 attacks then for that.
An 11 and
Wonder screen.
a 14.
Okay, 1 hit.
How tall are these things, by the way? Out of
Giant
curiosity.
toads- Yeah, the giant toads are, even when they're just sitting down, they're well over like 6 feet high. So
Dang.
they stretched out. Yeah, they're pretty large things.
I got a 6 for the damage, by the way.
Okay. So yeah, it takes a wind out of that toad. He is still standing. But yeah, he is not looking too good after that punch. Okay. And now we're to Karen, right?
Oh,
Right.
goody. I'm gonna finish off my toad with another 2 hits with my axe.
Okay. So go ahead and roll.
So first one I got 21.
That's
And second one 25.
okay, 2 hits. So roll
So 8. Ow. 8 plus 5.
8 plus 5. Is that the 2 attacks or is that just your bonus added on?
Those are the 2 attacks.
Okay. And then don't you get a bonus to the damage though?
I think that's with the bonus piece.
It already adds them when I roll, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Oh, you're using the D&D Beyond.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8 and 5, that's 13. That's 11. Okay, so yeah, it's still alive, but it's not looking good. Perseus.
I cast Cure Wounds on Vanji.
Okay, so go ahead and roll and see how much that does. I think it will be
8.
D8 plus is that your
That's
final value?
added together. Final value.
Okay, so 8 hit points back to Vanji. Now he's feeling a little bit better, and it is his turn. So Vanji, just so you know, you have the way you're positioned. You can use your because you've got all these people intermixed with each other. Depending on your choice of attack, you can still use your special bonus. 3d6 if you want to attack somebody adjacent.
So is the tiefling
So
No.
the toad that had bitten his arm is now unconscious, and so he's freed from that. Like the mouth opened up,
Okay,
and
good.
he's no longer, stuck in that thing's mouth. There is another
Who's
toad.
close to me?
The closest thing to you is the toad that landed right in front of Perseus, and
And I'm also on.
Karen's hacking away at it. It's
I'm going
almost
to take out my sword and chop off its leg
okay. Go and make that attack roll.
as soon as it lets me back into my character. My app crashed.
No
My
problem.
website.
And then let's go to Ajal. Go and tell me your roll and damage, Vanji, when you get that. And then Ajal, what's your action? What is the paladin want to do?
Ugh, come on.
I'm going to attack the toad that's in front of Perseus.
Okay, so you turn to attack that one as Vanji is actually slashing out. Let's see what he gets before you move over there.
Yeah.
Because you have a couple frog people right behind you, and so
Yeah.
they kind of are blocking the way anyway. Did you
Okay,
get that?
so what am I rolling?
Just attack, roll, and damage. Yeah, if you hit.
Okay, I got a 16 on my roll.
That's a hit.
Damage 9.
Oh yeah, so that's enough to finish it off.
Okay, then I'm going to hit a frog instead.
All right, so yeah, and then so Karen, the one you're riding is now not decapitated, but de-legged. Okay, lost a leg. Maybe you guys can have toad legs for dinner later. And then
You.
Jal, it is you're attacking one of the frog people. Go ahead and roll that.
13.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Then roll your damage, and then it will be their turn.
I rolled a 9.
9. Okay. So that one is actually not taken out yet, but he is injured now. Now it's their turn. So we have 3 toads left and about 4 frog people left.
Was there 5 toads?
No, there was just 4 toads to start, and now there's only 3 left. So let me just see what they're going to do here. Yeah, they're in a frenzy. They're angry and attack mode. So so it looks like one is going towards Fang, one towards Karen, and one towards Vanji. Okay, maybe because of one of their toads fell. So I'm going to do the toads first. They're going to leap forward to try to bite you guys and eat you. Peter, they got 23 to hit. That's a hit. Karen, a 14 to hit, and Vanji a 23 to hit. I think that hits
They
all
are
3,
angry.
right?
So my armor class is 15. Does that mean that they didn't hit me? 'Cause it
Okay,
was a
so yeah, that's you are okay then. So Peter and Aaron, you guys get bit by these toad things, which means you are grappled. You both get 5 points of piercing and 4 points of acid damage, okay, from these bites. And the frog people, they're going to go for probably Perseus and Karen and Thomas.
4 points of what?
Acid damage.
And then what's the second?
5 points of piercing.
Crud, I'm on 4.
Okay. They miss Karen with like a 5. The spear goes flying past her. A 13 to hit Thomas. That's a miss, right?
That's a miss, yeah.
And then an 11 to hit Perseus. I think that's a miss as well, right? So Perseus, 11 to hit. Does that miss you?
Oh no, that sorry, I was unmuted. That misses me.
Okay, great. So yeah, they're trying to get you guys with their spears, but they're not being successful. So now we're back to Fang. Fang, let me just tell you what they bit here, just a second. So Fang, they got your left arm as well. And
But I don't like that arm.
for Vanji, they have your right leg, okay?
Seriously?
Yeah. So this thing's got you're kind of like, maybe you're trying to kick it back or something, or jump out of the way, and it just grabbed your leg, so.
At least they're not half troll. After all, they do steal your socks, but only the left ones.
All right, Fang, what's your action?
You're
Right up next to this thing. At least you can still do your punching if you want, or you can try to make a strength check to get out of its mouth. You know, to get out of its
I'm gonna
grapple.
punch it. Punch it.
All right, 2 attack rolls. And while he's doing that, Karen, what is your action? You're on next. Maybe she's unconscious. Go ahead, Fang.
I got an 11 and a 22 to hit.
Okay. So 1 hit. Go and roll your damage on that.
I got 7 for damage.
Okay, and then you are attacking, let's see, position-wise. Is this the one that was already injured or not? Let me see here.
Hi.
Hey.
I need to say hi.
Hello, hello.
My brother photobombed us.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you. All right, Peter, so you get one that was fresh. You're hitting one that's fresh, so he's still in commission. Karen, you're standing over this giant toad. You've got a frog person kind of close to you, but also another giant toad right behind you. So,
Something's very wrong with my computer, and you keep cutting out, so I didn't hear anything you just said.
you've got a toad right next to you and a frog right next to you. What do you want to do?
Am I still on the toad?
That toad is knocked out.
So I just fell off it?
You're just standing right over it. Yep. But there's a toad right behind you, another toad that's attacking.
I'm gonna jump off the toad with a battle cry and come down on the frog person with my axe.
Okay. Make that roll. And you froze up, so we'll see how long that takes to re-get. We need to get her computer replaced, I think, by next week. All right, Perseus, you're up.
I try to shoot one of the toads with my crossbow.
Okay, there's one that's been, did Ajal and Vanji, you guys, did you take out the one or not yet? Right? We just have 3, we still have 3 toads in commission, right? But one that's injured, right? Now it's 2 that's injured. So yeah, Perseus, are you attacking an injured toad or one that's fresh?
The injured toad.
Okay. Go and make that attack roll. Karen, let me know when you roll and
I got a 15.
that hits. Just roll your damage, Karen. And Perseus, go and tell me your
I
damage.
rolled 11.
11 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going for a toad. So yeah, that one will hit.
Got 14
7.
damage.
Okay, Karen, you just took out one of the frog people. And Perseus, your damage to the toad is
7.
7. So that is, let's see. So yeah, that one is also taken out. So now there's just 2 toads left. Okay. And that was the one that had Vanji's leg. So Vanji, you're now free. Perseus just kind of took out the toad that had bit your leg. So you've got 2 frog people close by, and then Peter, Fang is over there with a giant toad eating his left arm. Vanji, what do you want to do?
So I'm going to shove my hand inside the frog's mouth and launch a fireball.
Okay, that one is already taken out. Perseus already took it out with his crossbow.
Oh, okay, I thought you took out the
if
other
you
one.
wanna
My
make-
bad.
You can do it anyways and be like, good riddance to
You can
you.
barbecue if you want, but I'm just letting you know.
I mean, we did say we were going to eat frog legs, right?
Right.
I'm barbecuing this thing. I don't care.
All right. Go ahead, and you don't have to make an attack roll because it's right there. So you guys, you smell this burning toad smell. Okay,
Yum.
it's not the most pleasant smell, I'll have to say, but all right. And Ajal, it's to you now.
All right, I'm going to attack. Is the same frog person still alive that I attacked before?
Yes, you still have that one. The injured
I'm
one
gonna
is
hit
right next to you. Yeah. Okay.
Does anyone else hear screaming children?
Oh, that audio is just coming in. Columbus Crew just scored a goal.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. That's 13 again.
Okay, that's a hit. And if you do any substantial damage, this one's going to be knocked out because he's
Okay,
close.
6.
6, yeah, that's enough. So you've got 1 frog person left and 1 giant toad, I believe, right? The one that's on Peter? Or was it
Yeah.
2? My math is bad.
I think it's 1.
It's 1.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Okay, so Peter, the one that's on you, let me just roll to see what it's going to do here. Just a second.
Please, not swallowing me.
So it's got your arm in its mouth, and it is going to make another attack against you. That is a 16 to hit. Does that,
That
hit?
hits.
That hits.
Yep,
Okay.
that hits.
Okay. So it is trying to bite you again. It's not trying to swallow you, but it's trying to bite you.
Good.
I mean, it does have teeth. It's probably trying to chew.
So
It's not like normal frogs. Toads. Oh, no.
so that is 4 points. 4 points of piercing and 3 points of acid damage against you, Fang.
That was my turn again?
And then there's the frog person that is still left. That is going to, let me see what it's doing here. It's still in attack mode. It attacks with an 11 against, who is it next to? I think it's, did you roll your damage, Ajal? You took that one down. So that would be,
Yep.
yeah. So this one is next to Perseus. I think that's a miss on Perseus, right? An 11 to hit.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Yeah. So yeah, we just back to you, Fang.
I'm gonna punch it again.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna
Boy.
kick it. Can I kick it?
Yeah.
My arm is... Okay.
With your type of skills, yeah, you can definitely kick it.
Don't patronize me.
A 15 and a dirty 20.
Okay, 2 hits. Roll your damage. And then Karen, it's on you next. So
So is the frog person still standing?
yeah, there's 1 frog person and 1 giant toad left.
I did 10 damage total.
Okay. So yeah, the giant toad is still conscious, but it's definitely hurting.
I'm gonna spend a key point and do 2 more attacks.
All right. Go ahead and roll those again. You're like, get this thing off my arm, right? Karen, how about you? You want to attack the frog person? Or-
Yes.
Okay, go and make that roll.
I'm gonna punch its frog face and then do a roundhouse kick also to its frog face.
Okay.
So that's 11. Something's wrong. What the heck? Everything's black.
That's a positive thought.
February.
For
Back to
my
you,
rolls, I got 15 and a dirty 24.
Oh yeah, both hit, of course. So roll your damage. Karen, go ahead if you got yours. Did you figure out what it's doing? Is it just frozen?
Are you talking to me? Because I can't hear you.
I did another 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. So Peter, that giant toad collapses to the ground. You have knocked it silly. Okay, it is unconscious. And Karen, if you can hear me, we're just
I can
waiting to
hear
hear your attack rolls and damage if you're going to do something.
Yeah, so the first hit was 10. Did I hit that for that one?
No, that's a miss.
Okay, then I'm actually gonna take my axe and that's a 22.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a hit.
stop that. Okay, and then the damage is 10.
Okay. You guys have triumphed. The last frog person falls and you guys are out of initiative. So you're standing around a bunch of unconscious and or dying creatures. You guys immediately notice there is a small pile of bones and treasure in the middle of these, like where the toads were sitting. Okay.
What, did they just eat gold?
No, you see that there's like
That's
scraps
great.
of cloth and there are some human, look like skeletal remains of human bones and some gold and some other things scattered about in there.
So they eat people?
Apparently, yeah.
I guess that's why they were attacking us. They're hungry.
Yeah. So you guys feel at least pretty good about, getting rid of this threat. And I don't know, any other actions you guys want to take?
Probably take the money.
I'm gonna
Yes,
look
go
through I'm gonna look through the treasure pile.
Okay.
See if there's anything I would actually take.
All right. So yeah, you guys find there's about 35 gold pieces, 50 silver, 100 copper, 2 small gems. They're worth 10 gold pieces probably. And there's a little vial, a little glass vial with a black liquid in it. You're not sure what it is. And you also see 2 tokens that have a special signal. And you guys, Peter, go and make a history check. They don't look like regular coins.
I got a 12.
A 12,
But
yeah,
I
that's
already
good
know.
enough. So Peter, you notice there's a writing on this, and the token itself has a symbol of Impiltur, which is the kingdom that you are part of. These are probably what are called the tokens of Amaroth. Okay, the tokens of Amaroth you've heard about but never seen, and they have an insignia of a gold dragon on one side, and then some ancient writing on the other side. So you see 2 of those as well.
What do these do?
So yeah, if you guys would probably know this already, so I'll just tell you. So the tokens of Amaroth, as you go through the labyrinth, the idea is that you gather these tokens, and that if you have enough when you finish the labyrinth, then you are able to pass. So they're tokens that are very valuable to you
So
guys.
they're kind of
How much is enough?
You're not sure, actually. They have not told you
Oh.
how many.
Lovely.
things.
I'm gonna.
Let's
Does
at
anyone
least-
have a pouch? Because apparently I don't.
Don't know. I have a
So-
You can make one out of a frog leg.
That is twisted.
So you guys gather up this stuff. I'm assuming you want to divide the treasure amongst yourselves equally, or
I don't want treasure. I was hoping for weapons. There's no weapons, right?
You don't see
like
any
so.
real weapons. No, you're not
Their
sure
spears,
what
couldn't we
happened to
take their
weapons.
spears?
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, if anybody wants some spears, there's definitely
Don't
spears
want a
around.
spear.
Yeah, I got 4 of them.
Wait, with you?
What? Yeah, apparently they're strapped to my back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take one. I'm fine.
I'll
with it.
take the tokens.
All right. So Peter takes the tokens.
I'm gonna take the money if no one else says
I
anything.
guess I'll have some money too.
I'll have some money.
I'll have some money.
Immediately, okay, say that.
You
It's
each
like,
kind of
oh,
grab a handful of the coins, and
how are we gonna split that?
let's see, it's 35. Let's just say, we'll divide it equally. So you each get 10 silver. You would each get 20 copper.
Half a gem. Just kidding.
I
Gems,
don't
you can't
want
divide.
any.
And then there are 35 gold, so that would be what? 35 divided by 5. What is that? That's not round. That's not even.
7.
7. So you get 7 gold. Thank you, Sebastian. Too
Smart.
late for math. So 7 gold, and then there is that little vial with a black liquid.
I'll take
No.
that.
Okay,
Okay.
Perseus takes
Just
that.
don't think it, we don't know what it is.
All right. So you guys see that you're at another kind of dead end, so to speak. So
What? I thought we just came from another dead end. Is it just one long corridor with nothing else?
Hey, maybe that's all the tokens we need.
you don't see any other doorways. You guys walk back and forth
Ugh.
in this
We shouldn't have
hallway.
killed all the frogs. We should have interrogated them.
What would they tell us? They couldn't talk.
Oh, yeah.
Dead? Are they all dead?
So yeah, you guys walk back and forth. You see there's the pool of water, and
I
there's
don't
this,
think that's
I'm not going in the water again.
Yeah.
Does anyone have detect magic, that spell?
I don't think.
Cleric does.
Okay.
probably right.
I could be a detective for a second. I'm so good at that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back
I do
to
not.
Dad.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to where the frogs were, and never mind.
Right.
All right. So you guys find yourselves. The sun is now probably. You think it's probably around 10 a.m. by the positioning of the sun. Not all the frogs are. Some of them might just be unconscious. Some of the toads might be still alive. You guys can do whatever you want there, but what do you want to do? You want to?
I'm gonna check which toads and frogs might be alive.
Okay. So yeah, you check the one that the monk had been attacked by that had bitten him is still alive. It's still breathing, and at least
Stab
two of
it.
the. What's that?
I'm gonna stab it.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to dispatch that, that's fine. And then there are two. You guys find that two of the frog people are still breathing as well, and then a couple
Hold
that
on.
you had knocked out. By the pool. There's at least one of those that's still alive. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna take all 3 of those. If anybody wants to help me, and I have a rope, I think. I'm gonna tie them up.
Okay. Yeah, that's no
You stole my
problem.
idea.
Yeah. So yeah, you tie up these 3 frog
tie 'em
people
up, I
together.
guess.
So what do you guys want to do? You want to sit and chit chat? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
No, I want to find a way out.
We
I
can
want
chit
my
chat about
health
finding a
back.
way out.
Okay, who all needs healing?
Me.
I could use some healing, I guess.
I have healing too if anyone needs it. Twice, I think.
I'm at 17,
Heal
so-
Fang,
Okay.
which will be 3 points of damage. 3 points of healing.
23?
3? Wait, 23?
3.
Oh, 3.
No,
Sorry.
just 3.
How much health does everyone on, and what's their max?
What's that?
How much health is everyone on, and what's their max health?
I'm at max health.
My max health is 55, and I'm at 55.
My health is at 4 out of 28.
Mine is at
Oh.
20 out of 33.
Okay. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on Bonji. And that does 2.
Who gave you permission to heal me?
I did.
The audacity! Can I hear him right now?
We don't want you to die. I'm gonna heal you again. You get
Yeah, right. You're gonna use this against me later.
12. You've
The
got 12.
audacity to heal me, not once, but twice.
I didn't give you permission to do that, and don't expect anything in return.
I don't want anything in return. I just want your eternal happiness. That's fine for me.
All right, so Vanji's feeling a little bit better, at least physically, maybe not mentally, right? And all right, so you guys find yourselves sitting by the pool of water by these unconscious frog people that are tied up. And at that point, I mean, you guys can either decide to take a short rest, or you
I
can.
think not. I already said I was trying to find a way out.
Wait, so how high do the walls go again?
So the walls in this area look like they're about 25 feet high.
Are they smooth or are they rugged?
Yeah, the stone itself is like the rest, like the outside of the structure, very, very smooth. I mean, it has a little bit of roughness to it, but not where you could climb it easily. So it counts like a sheer rock surface, and not like any cracks in it or anything like that to grab onto. So,
I want to try to throw part of a rope over the top if I can do that. I don't know if I'm that strong.
okay, so you want to try and throw your rope, just anything.
Maybe I'll attach something heavy to it and throw it over so it can.
You touch a frog leg.
Go.
Wait,
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna attach a frog leg to it and
Okay.
put it over the
Right.
wall.
All right, so Peter, go and make let's probably make athletics. Yeah, athletics check. See if you can throw that high enough.
I got a 4.
A 4. Okay. So yeah, your first attempt, the leg just kind of bounces off the wall and the rope falls back down to the ground.
I want to try again.
Try again. Go ahead and roll again.
Another 4.
Yeah.
You want me to try?
I
trying?
can't. Yeah, you can try. I'm gonna hand him the
Oh my gosh, I got an 8.
frog leg.
There's lots of frog legs bouncing off the wall, but nothing else.
I shall try.
I feel like we're just making sort of attempt to do nothing.
Finally, 19.
19. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, Perseus chucks the leg up and it sails over the wall, and the
No,
rope.
honestly,
Frog leg throwing should be an Olympic sport.
Well, it is now.
I will fund that.
Anyway, so yeah, Perseus, your attempt was successful. The rope is kind of draped over the wall. How long is your rope, Peter? It was
50 feet.
50 feet. So yeah, you have a good amount of rope on your side still.
The only question is
Is the frog leg like heavy enough to
Maybe not.
you try and climb that? It's gonna be like, well,
Yeah, I don't know if
That's a
you've
good
frog
question.
leg grappling hooks yet, but
That's a good question. Why don't you test it out?
Who's the lightest here?
hard pass.
not me.
Probably me. Or the cleric.
So
Wait,
do you
I
wanna-
thought the cleric was almost as heavy as I was.
If anyone was able to throw the frog leg that over that high of a wall, I'm no rocket scientist, but I feel like that's just not gonna work.
I weigh 198 pounds, plus the 70 that's on me, so...
I'm gonna pick up a frog body, and I'm gonna pull back Peter's rope so we can use that one because I kind of used mine for the other.
So sorry, you're kind of breaking up there, Thomas.
Okay.
Go ahead and say again.
I'm pulling back the rope with the frog leg attached to it, and I'm gonna tie up a frog body and try to throw that over.
How about we all try and throw it together, like all belong
Yeah.
try and throw it at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if
Yeah,
that
with the
works.
frog body, that kind of changes things a little bit.
Gravity.
Gravity, like to throw a frog person
I
25
wish this
feet.
maze was on the moon or something. That would be easy.
Wait, how? What is
I-
I'm
now at
trying to
this
figure
point-
out the logistics of this.
At this point, I'm just interested to see how high I can throw it.
Yeah, it'll be fun, guys. Let's do this. It's a
We'll
team
use my rope because
Now, is this one of the unconscious ones that you tied up, or is this
No.
no,
That's
That would be cruel to.
the frogs? Yeah, you get like the animal protection agency against you or something. Okay, so one of
Never mind. So let's throw the frog body.
so after you guys mess around with the dead frog body and it bounces off the wall a couple times, then what do you want to do?
You're saying we can't throw over? We didn't even
I
roll
wish we
for
had
it.
a grappling hook.
Do I know how far it went though? Because that's what, like I said, that's what I'm interested in.
I think you could probably, I mean, with all of you throwing a frog.
Yeah, if we all throw it, Dad, then we can get it over,
up
right?
about maybe 10 to 15 feet high at the
so
most.
close.
Yeah.
So close yet so far away.
So yeah.
It's
Okay,
either-
I'm gonna take the rope. Never mind, I'm not. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
So,
I have a crowbar. That's
okay,
good.
I am going
I
to
didn't know
try
I
and
had
crowbar
that.
as
climb over.
well.
What?
Okay, the logistics, guys. Anything that we can throw over the wall will not be heavy enough for any of us to put our weight on it. So I say we search the walls for some sort of like secret door or something because my perception sucks. So someone else needs to do it.
What is everybody's perception?
-1.
Ooh.
+2.
+1. I'm good at stealth, but not perception.
So I shall roll for perception.
Okay.
13.
Okay. And what are you looking for specifically?
Any like point of entry, like maybe a secret passage?
Okay. So yeah, you spend some time checking the walls. You don't see any signs of any secret passage or on the wall.
Dad,
Yeah.
I accidentally rolled persuasion instead of perception, but I got a 21. So can I just like persuade the walls to open?
I don't know how you would persuade a wall to do anything for you, but
Well, there's always a first, right? There's a first of everything.
keep that roll for your perception check. That's fine. I mean,
With my perception
you get a
check,
19.
Really?
with my perception check, I rolled a 21.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah,
Done.
Zal and Karen, you guys are investigating the walls. You don't see anything. No doors, no cracks.
A wall, and look at this. More wall.
Yeah.
I wish I could fly so much right now.
You do see one of the frog people is now awakened and is struggling in the ropes trying to get
Oh.
free, but it's not.
Where'd the frog
I
people come
interrogate it.
from?
I want to speak
Tied up
frog
tree.
language.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, everything froze for a second. Okay, my idea is we let the frog person go, and we're all like super scary, right? So we'll scare it, and it'll run away to somewhere. Where will it go?
That's
Probably
a
in the
good
water.
idea.
I think they can
Frog.
swim in. I think they can breathe in water, but
Well, if they go there, then we'll just abandon my plan, and
let's try.
you guys can blame me and hate me
We've
forever.
got 3 frogs, so we can just release one.
How about I follow it because I'm really good at stealth. I have a +5 on stealth, so you guys stay behind.
Well, if we chase it, we'll be even more scared. But either way, whatever.
Frog stealthier?
Because I'm
Sorry,
faster.
Thomas,
too.
I can't hear you. What was that?
Isn't the rogue stealthier though, seeing as he is a rogue and all?
Well, stealth is kind of a dependence on the surroundings, right? So in this situation, like, in the labyrinth portion, there's really nowhere to hide, I mean, you can follow quietly. You could try to do that if it goes in that direction, right? If it's going into dark spaces and things like that, that's kind of a different situation. And yeah, both Fang.
How about we just release it and then follow from there? We can figure it out later. Let's just do it all.
Okay, so you want to release one of the frog people then?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about Peter, or how about Vanjie, or whatever the heck Peter's character is named, follow it first or something, or we'll just do whatever the heck we want. I don't know. Someone else talk.
I'll follow it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So,
rip the bones of it off and
what?
scare
I'll be like, ew.
What?
Also, Dad, this is a little bit off topic, but I've been trying to find my intimidation thing for like the past 5 rounds, and I can't find it anywhere. I know I have a
Okay. So Peter, you're going to follow this frog person when you let it go?
Yep.
Okay, you guys loosen its ropes, it squeezes out, and it jumps into the pool of water.
I knew it.
Are you going to follow it or attempt to follow?
I'm gonna take
Yeah,
a
we could send
huge breath
someone.
and dive in.
All right, so Fang takes a deep breath and jumps into the water after this thing. The rest of you guys, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna wait because I might.
Wait.
Yeah, me too. I'm not a fan of
Okay. So, Peter, as you dive in, you see the frog person has dived down and is swimming down, down, down. The same way you came up, right? And as you follow, it is pretty fast. These things are faster in water than on ground.
How fast do they go in water?
But yeah, you're able to keep up with it because of your abilities. So you do need to make an athletics check, I think, for you just to try to keep up with it. But as it dives down, it gets to that. You remember how it kind of was like a U-shaped curve, right? So you get down to the bottom and it swims out into the other tunnel and you're following it. It comes upward and then you're swimming up. You need to make a check to see if you can get past the light. Okay.
Mm,
Wait, what kind of check?
It is a wisdom saving throw to see if
Oh, and by the way, earlier my athletics check, I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Nice. So Sebastian, just so you know, these are lights that kind of are like a lure. They attract things. And when you see them, they're like a blue flame burning underwater. But when they're seen, they kind of attract people to touch them, which actually hurts.
maybe
I got a
I'm
dirty
that's the
20.
reason.
All right. So yeah, Fang just kind of shrugs it off, pays no heed, and moves on. He sees that the frog swims up and then it goes through the other tunnel past the other light, So it's going back out towards where you guys had gone the first time, towards the shark infested waters, that section.
I'm gonna keep following it.
You want to keep following? Okay.
Yeah, Peter, go. Yeah, you can do this.
We're cheering you on, but you can't hear what we're saying.
All right. So you guys are all just standing there by the water. You see a few bubbles come up and that's it. You're not sure what's going on. Fang, you are you're following it and you get out into the open ocean part, which you can see pretty well because it's, the sunlight is shining above the ocean and some of that light is coming down from above. The frog is now making pretty good time and it just seems to be swimming out into the open ocean away from the walls of the labyrinth.
Mm,
So
I'll swim back to the.
you want to swim back to the group?
Oh, woe is me.
Okay, so about a minute later or so, he comes up out of the water. So you guys now have 2 frog prisoners. What would you like to do next?
Throw a tantrum? Can I do that? Will it cost me hit points?
Depends on what you do, I guess, but
Don't hurt me, buddy. That's not
I'll
it.
restrain myself.
at this point, you guys have probably had a short rest. So the way the short rest works for me is you just roll 1 hit die. Some people allow you to take as many hit die as you want, but with a short rest, you can roll 1 hit die and add your constitution bonus. So for any of you that are not at full health, you can make a roll for 1 hit die and add your constitution bonus and add that to your health, your hit points. Okay. So it's now about 10:35 in the morning. What would you guys like to do next? You're stuck.
One moment.
I got nothing.
I want to fly.
How do I? One hit die, you said? And then dexterity?
Plus your constitution bonus, yeah.
Hit die.
So yours, I think for rogue is, it's either 6 or 8. I can't remember, D6 or D8.
What is it for a monk?
I think it's a D8. So you guys are all sitting around wondering what to do. Any discussion,
D8.
thoughts?
I know. I have an idea.
What?
Tie a rope around me and throw me over the wall.
Wait, before all this,
And I can hold it down on the other side.
If we can't
Flawless
throw a
plan.
frog body over the wall, then we can't throw you over the wall, Garen.
Well, we could try.
8.
is it possible for me to inspect the black vial?
Yeah, during this time you can inspect that.
So what would
just
that
make
be
it
for?
Yeah, make an intelligence check to see if you can figure out what this is. Or it's like an investigation check, but
I rolled a 12.
okay. So yeah, you're kind of, you open it up, you smell it, you kind of touch it a little bit, you look at it. You're pretty sure it is some kind of an smoke bomb of sorts. It might actually be like damaging, like a gas cloud of some kind that it will create. You're not sure exactly all the effects, but yeah, it's basically like a smoke bomb, noxious gas type of a thing.
So it's either harmless or a violation of the Geneva Convention, is what you're saying.
Yes, yes. Might come in handy, but yeah, not something you want to drink, that's for sure.
So is that a no to the throwing me over the wall plan?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Your
I'm
brother
gonna say
made
no.
me promise to protect you, and I don't think throwing you over the wall.
Blah, blah, blah.
So
Well, so releasing the frog kind of failed.
Sorry, what's that?
Releasing the frog kind of failed, but we didn't protect the water hole. Maybe we should place some people there and see if that does anything.
You know what?
Sorry, I
Okay.
can't really hear you.
It ran away through the water.
Uh-huh.
If
Swam,
we put
actually.
people there, it might not head that direction. So
I'm lost.
We released the other frog.
release one more frog, except this time don't let it go through the water.
Yeah, aren't they still
Okay.
unconscious?
Yeah,
So I
the
thought
other
it was very helpful.
The other
Wake
two
'em
seem
up.
to still be, like, you could try to wake them up, yeah.
Oh yeah, we can have fun with that.
Wait, what? Let's let them rest.
All right, so you kind of shake the frogs and they open their eyes. They are restrained and struggling to get free.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I'm gonna head over to the water hole real quick.
I'm going to defend the water hole too.
Okay.
I guess I'll release them. All you guys go.
Don't release
and-
both, just release one.
Okay.
Okay, so you got a couple people guarding the water hole. You release the other one of the frogs. Yeah, he immediately starts leaping and jumping away from you guys around the corner.
I'm gonna follow him.
So yeah, Peter, I think Feng is the fastest out of the party.
I'm
So he
gonna
can,
follow him.
okay. All right, so you two are in pursuit. Peter, you see that, he runs, or hops, forward. You chase after him. Goes around the corner. You run around the corner. He's basically just you know, as you come around the corner, you see him collapse to the ground, and he's just overwhelmed with emotion or something. You see frog tears for the first time in your life.
Oh, that's sad.
So this thing is, it
Um,
sees its toad. The toads are all, you know.
Dad, why you do this to me?
I'm sorry.
Is it possible? Wait.
So
So-
Angel goes over and starts patting the things back.
Is it possible?
You just see
Wait,
Vanji stop.
I'm confused. Do they
He
worship
has
the
a
toads?
Vietnam flashback.
Yeah, Perseus would probably, I mean, you can make a religion check if you want. That would probably be a religion check if you want to know.
They were probably friends.
That one failure.
That was a failure. Okay. Yeah, you probably haven't studied
Yeah.
a lot about frog religions, right? So that's one of the religions. you
The
must-
funny thing is, this would be something I would definitely study in real life.
Right. Yeah, there's probably not a lot written about frog religions, but just from what you can see, I mean, you already knew they kind of were. Kind of the hunch you get, Perseus, is that this thing revered these toads, these giant toads, or was in service to them in some way. Yeah.
Um,
Okay, now you sent us on a guilt trip, so can we actually go somewhere?
You've
I'm
got
gonna-
your choices. What do you want to do?
I'm starting to comfort this frog.
All
I'm
right.
gonna help comfort
Like-
it.
Give it a
Yeah, I
hug.
noticed host a bunch of funerals for all these things we just killed. And
Well,
nothing
we can
better to
host
do.
them themselves, because the thing is, this thing might have a specific way of how they depart their dead, type thing. Like,
Yeah, I was mostly joking, but like seriously, what do we do?
Okay, so Jean, make a charisma check. You're trying to comfort
console
this
the
thing.
frog. Mhm. Mhm.
And Peter, if you want
16.
a 16. Peter, do you want to make a check as well? You were trying to comfort this thing. It kind of looks up at you and starts, wiping away its tears.
I got a 7.
Okay.
I'm bad at comforting frogs.
Not a skill I think I have either, so don't feel bad.
So Ajal, it seems to be somewhat, at least, it doesn't attack you. It doesn't bite you or do anything to, but it's kind of trying to back away from both of you. It seems a little bit intimidated still, reasonably so. And Karen, I guess the rest of you have kind of followed, right, to see what's going on?
Yeah.
So you're all together again?
We're all together again. We're here.
All right, so you got this.
Does anyone have
cannot-
chalk?
What? I
Circle?
wish.
Is there pebbles around here?
Yeah, you could probably find a few small pebbles.
Okay, because I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna kind of like write on the wall.
Exactly.
Could use
the
my
frog
dagger.
understands
I feel like that'd be easier than a
common
pebble.
writing. And just kind of write. I apologize. Where is that?
In proficiencies in languages, like under as armor, weapons, tools, and languages.
So yeah, the frog, these Kuatoa, they speak Undercommon. You guys at least know that.
Infernal.
I speak
That
common.
might scare him now.
I speak common, I believe.
So yeah, based on what you write on the wall, you recognize the Undercommon, kind of a symbolic language and uses symbols. So yeah, you kind of have a language barrier here. You could draw pictures possibly.
Yeah, I'm gonna try drawing that. I'm gonna try drawing a tiefling face with tears.
Okay.
What's happening? You guys cut out for like another 10 seconds. What happened?
I'm drawing a tiefling face with tears
What?
because I'm unsure.
Trying to build an
how else
emotional
to
bond with this thing. Okay.
I think guilt is corrupting
I
his
want
mind.
my husband, okay?
Go on,
One
find
more
out, tears.
charisma check. I'm gonna make that a charisma check because you're basically trying to build a bond with this thing, right?
No, I don't know why it rolled stealth. That's weird.
We should try and make friends with it after we killed all its friends.
Yes.
Replace its friends.
I rolled a 15.
15. Okay, and that's without your bonus, right?
That's with the bonus.
Oh, with the bonus. Okay, so that's still good enough. Yeah, you're able to, the picture of you with the tears. It kind of seems to connect with that. And it kind of starts nodding its head like this, Okay.
Thumbs up.
So it says some words that you don't understand, but it's nodding its head, and it kind of goes like this.
Closure. Okay.
I start drawing like a labyrinth symbol, and I don't think it understands question marks, but I draw myself looking confused and like drawing arrows trying to get in.
Okay. All right, this is going to take an intelligence check probably to see if you can,
Oh,
How is he getting this many tears?
this is going to take intelligence to see if you can draw pictures that help you to depict what you're trying to.
Oh, and that 20.
Wow. Now,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I didn't know
about.
you were good at art, demon.
so
I'm not
yeah,
sure to take that as an insult or not.
it starts nodding like this, and then it jumps up onto all fours, and it looks at all of you. It's not really sure if you're going to let it pass. It looks like it wants to get past you and go back towards where you guys.
I'm gonna move out of the way.
Yeah, let's move out of the
let's
way.
follow it.
If anyone doesn't move out of the way, I push them out of the way.
Okay.
Make way for my new fog friend.
So yeah, it
So
starts.
I kind of seem lost in thought, and so I kind of slowly react to the
Right.
frog.
Okay. Yeah, it jumps past, gets through an opening in the group, and starts heading back towards the other side of the, where the
Go
pool of
after it.
water is.
Oh, also real quick, I'm gonna wake up the other frog and kind of let them talk to each other so they understand what's happening. Like,
Okay, so as you get to the other end, it does, it pauses and looks back at you, and it looks at its, the other frog person, and you say you're going to let that one go as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so Ajal, you untie the other frog person. It kind of starts to wake up. It's kind of groggy still, and the other one kind of shakes it and looks at you guys and points at you and says some stuff in Undercommon. And they both kind of nod their heads, and then they jump into the water.
I follow it.
I'm gonna follow it.
I follow as well.
All right, so you guys all take a deep breath and dive in. Vanji and Karen, I'm assuming you're following as well?
I'm not following.
You're not following, okay. Just 1 second.
Yep.
All right, so everybody dives in except for Karen. Do you want to dive in?
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening, but
You
why
want to
not?
follow the group? Okay. All right, so everyone but Vanji jumps into the water. You guys are swimming. The frog people, there's two of them, leading you down. You go all the way down, turn the corner, back up. As you guys pass the first light, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. See if you pass it without
19.
sword in. 19 passes.
Six.
Sure. A 6.
Great. I got a 3.
Okay. So Fang and Perseus
Again with the
are
fire.
kind of caught off guard by this blue flame, which takes a hold of your mind and sort of come
No.
close. And you are both going to
I
get.
got a 14.
Okay, so Karen, you pass with a 14. Perseus, you get 2 points, and Fang gets 1 point of fire damage.
Oh.
As you guys kind of reach toward it or move towards it, and it burns you, you kind of come to your senses and move on. Now, interestingly, the frog people don't seem to be affected by it at all, which is kind of weird to you. But anyway, they swim up and go out the same way that the other one went, Peter. They don't seem to be going quite as fast, and they take you out to the open ocean portion by the wall. But this time you notice that they swim towards the eye in the wall. Okay. They swim towards it, and one of them points at it. Okay. And then they swim off into the ocean.
I touch the eye.
Okay. So Perseus, you touch the eye. The eye, as you guys know, is a very large glass window. Beyond the eye, you can see what appears to be a dry room with a single torch, a red fire burning on this torch in a single room. There is a doorway in the room. You guys have been underwater now for probably about 4 or 5 rounds now. So you're about halfway through your air supply at this point.
I just want to do a perception check. I mean, I can too. It's
I hit it with my mace.
Yeah.
I hit the glass with my mace.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Go ahead and make a roll.
yeah. Never mind. Just do
For
it.
strength.
It's just a regular attack roll,
Okay.
the d20, and then roll your damage.
oh dang, I got a 19 on perception.
16.
Okay, so you hit it with a 16 and roll your damage.
2.
What's that?
I said 2.
Sorry, Perseus, you're breaking up. It's just, I think,
I think he said 2.
2? Okay. And Karen, with your perception, as you're going up, you see Perseus take his mace, hit this glass. You think you see a small crack in the glass. Okay. So
That's all I noticed.
that's of any importance, yeah. So you got Ajal, Fang, Perseus, and Karen, you guys are there, swimming right by this eye. Your oxygen, like I said, is now, you've definitely been, it's been now 6 rounds. So you have about 4 more rounds before you have to start, based on your constitution.
I don't want to smash the eye, but you know what? I'm going to smash it. I'm going to smash the eye.
Okay, make an insight check, Ajal.
Don't do it. Water will get in.
That's a 13.
13. Okay. You are about to smash the glass, and you remember that you don't see Vanji with you. You just notice that Vanji is not with you guys.
Hmm.
Did I miss something?
I don't know. Did you?
You're helpful.
I'm gonna point back towards the hole because Vanjie isn't with us, so and I'm gonna start swimming towards the hole.
Okay. So Fang starts swimming back towards the, where you guys came from, towards the tunnel. Perseus, Karen, and Ajal, what actions do you want to take?
I attempted again.
He said he's going to attempt it again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. And damage.
I got an 8.
Okay. So you hit the glass. Doesn't seem to connect as well as last time. you definitely hear the thud, but no cracking this time.
Ajal hits it as well.
Okay. Go ahead and make
Heck,
your
if that's what
roll.
we're doing, I might as well join in. So I'm gonna hit with my axe.
I rolled a 9.
A 9.
Yeah, a 9.
Yeah, your hit also doesn't seem to do much. Doesn't have much effect.
All of us?
No, just me, because that's what I rolled.
You just rolled.
Oh, did I really? I can't remember.
You want to attack it?
Yes.
So Fang, you're swimming back. You see the rest of the group seems to be intent on, pounding. Okay, so Karen got a 22. Roll your damage.
Oh.
So Karen connects with her weapon. And that's the wrong one. But yeah, we'll take it. So she hits it, and you definitely see the crack spread that Perseus started. Like you see it.
Isn't it gonna leak?
The crack
We'll
spreads.
see.
Okay. So the glass seems like the integrity of it is definitely compromised at this point.
Has to be
Fang,
thick
do you
enough
want to
maybe,
keep
I'm
swimming
not sure.
back towards Vanjie? Is that correct? Or do you want to head back to the group? Because it's up to you which direction you want to go in. You do know your air is going to start running out pretty quick, so you
I'm
need
gonna
to
keep swimming
towards
back to Vanjie.
Okay. All right. So I'll let you, you don't, they're out of sight now. You're going back towards Vanjie. And it's the next round. You guys have about 2 more rounds before you have to start, depending on your constitution. Do you want to keep attacking this glass?
Yeah, I'm going to keep attacking it.
Okay. Just make rolls and let me know what you get.
So
So you roll a d20 to hit and then damage if you hit.
Roll a
what
12
else was it this one?
plus, wait.
Sorry, what's that, Ajal?
I rolled a 17.
Okay. And then roll your damage.
20 for the hit.
All right. So Karen and Ajal, you don't even have to roll your damage. Both of you,
9. Oh, okay.
you hit the glass at the same time. The glass shatters and immediately it's like a vacuum because all this water is rushing into the building, into the space. And you guys are getting sucked into this hole, okay? You can either go with the flow
I'm going.
or you can try to hang on and try to hold yourselves back from sucking into the building.
I'm not gonna do that.
Perseus, you're
Go with the flow.
Okay, so the 3 of you go with the flow. All right, so you get sucked into the building as the water just rushes in. It's like pulling the water in. The amount of water is intense. You guys get maybe slammed against the wall. You probably all get at least 1 point of bludgeoning damage just from the force as you come into the building. And then as the water is, just a huge amount of water is coming in, the room fills up almost immediately. And you guys fly through this passageway, this doorway, which you go around another corner and you're still underwater, right, as this is happening. And then about, probably about 10 seconds later, as you're coming to your senses, you see that you can, for those of you who have dark vision, I think it's Ajal, is that?
Yeah.
So Perseus and Karen, you're probably in the dark. Ajal, you can see that you're just about maybe 10 feet under the water surface. There's
Okay,
still
so
a lot of water movement, but if you want to swim up.
I'm going to poke them both so that I know. Pull them upwards.
So yeah, you can kind of pull them up. It's quite dark now. It's like you're inside this dark space. There's no torchlight or anything.
I kind of feel stupid that we didn't do this before now, though.
Yeah, the whole ocean's
So-
just gonna keep coming in here. So
So-
I know where we can go.
So you guys come up to the surface of this water. You're able to get air. There's a lot of commotion, a lot of water moving around in this space. and then it starts to still. Ajal, you can see in the dark, you can see that there is about, just 1 second, I'll check my map here. So where you are at is probably about 10 feet away. There is a corner, and from what you can see, Ajal, like under the water, there seems to be kind of a ramp coming upward towards this corner. And so where the space that you were in, it was almost like a ramp going down where you come from that room, you know, and the water just kind of shot up into this space. You do see the water's kind of moving, you know, like all that water had rushed in, but it already seems to be subsiding. You're not sure how or why.
I'm just gonna say it's magic and deal with it.
So the three of you are now together. Feng and Vanji, you regroup. You are, you know, Feng, you pop up out of the water gasping for air. And, you know, you can talk to Vanji.
I'm gonna tell him we have to go down there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm coming.
Okay. So I'm gonna dive back down into the water.
Okay. So you guys dive back down. I think with two of you, you have dark vision. You both are able to see in the dark, right? So you guys are able to navigate pretty well. You guys work your way back. You are going to have to make those wisdom saving throws past the torches again. So I will have you try to roll for that. Back to the rest of you three, Ajal, Perseus, and Karen. I'm assuming, Ajal, you keep swimming up towards this corner.
Yeah.
As you get up there, you're able to put your feet actually on solid ground again and walk up out of this ocean water. Karen, you and Perseus are both in the dark. I don't remember. Perseus, do you have light as a cantrip?
Am I still going? I haven't been there yet.
No, you're not still blind. If any of you have light as a cantrip or a way to...
I do not.
Okay. So I'm assuming you have like torches in your backpacks. You can get out flint and try to light up one of your torches. They're kind of wet though. It might take a while. If Ajal or somebody has a way to speed that up. Back to Feng and Vanji, you guys work your way back down. What was your wisdom saving throws for getting
I
past
got a
the torch?
15.
All right, so Feng gets by fine. Vanji, how about you?
19.
19, yeah. So you guys get past the lights, no problem. You swim all the way back to this opening, and you guys, as you get close to the eye, you see the eye there, it's dark. Like you don't see any light inside the eye anymore. And as you get closer, you see your companions are not there either. And the eye appears to have been smashed. Okay. You can see the metal bars that, you know, the framework of the eye that was there. But all the glass, there's a few little jagged pieces of glass around the edges, but you just see this darkness inside the eye now. Your companions
I'm gonna cast light on my hand and swim in.
Okay. Do you have, how do you cast light? Is that just a
It's a
cantrip?
cantrip.
But is it, is that a natural ability, right? That's a natural ability for your race. Yeah. So I'll say you're able to do that underwater because it's part of your natural capacity to do that. So, and yeah, it would have to be like on your glove or gauntlet, whatever you have. But so you have some light and you're able to swim into this hole. As you guys swim in, you see a very small room. You see the torch is now extinguished, which is actually still mounted. It has like a very firm mount there. And you see a large metal door, which seems to be barring your way to going anywhere further. Back to Ajal, Karen, and Perseus. You guys are making your way up a kind of a slimy, wet part of a ramp, and then it starts to dry out. you guys want to just keep going up this passageway? What would you like to do?
I'm gonna kind of stop and wait at the top when it hits dry point.
Yeah, so if I'm
Yes.
correct, that big metal door is what stops the water from continuing to come. And the only way they're gonna get past that is if they open it, which is it's currently like being pressed against by the pressure of the entire ocean. So yeah. Except we technically don't know that, so I don't know if we can help them or not.
All right, so back to Fang and Vanjie, you guys.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
I
Perils,
wait.
Yeah. You want to wait? Okay, so you guys are waiting, thinking about what to do. Fang and Vanjie, what are your actions?
I'm gonna look around for like a lever or something to see if I can get through this stupid door.
Okay, go and make an investigation check.
I got a 17.
Okay, so 17, yeah. As you look around, you're able to see inside this room, you notice that the torch itself that's mounted on the wall, you notice that the angle is kind of pushed up. Okay, so it used to be kind of pointed out, now it's kind of pushed up against the wall. And the mount itself has like a hinge on it. Okay, so that seems to be a little unusual, not like a typical torch mount, right?
I'm
And
gonna pull it down.
I'm gonna pull it down. Okay. So yeah, you pull it down, and you guys both need to make strength checks because the metal door suddenly opens. Okay, and the water, you feel this huge rush of water. Okay, as you guys are trying, the water's from the pressure, from the ocean water. All of a sudden, this thing opens up, and it's like we're trying to push you through this space.
I got a 19.
Okay, so Peter, you're able to hang on to this torch thing. Vanjie, do you want to hang on or go with the flow of the water?
I want to go with the flow.
Okay, so Peter hangs on, then let's go.
I'm hanging on.
All right, so you want to make a strength check? Go ahead and roll that. Let me know what you get.
You're muted.
I got a 10. I don't know why.
So
it muted me.
Vanjie
It didn't
tries
mute
to,
itself.
yeah, you try to grab onto something, but the water is too strong for you. So you both get pushed through this space. And Vanjie, you get pushed through because the torch, was pushed up. This water, the door slams shut right behind you, almost cuts your leg off. Okay, but you both get through just barely. And with the light, you're able to see. There is, after you guys swim up a little bit, you see that there is a surface. You come up to the surface, and there is air, which you're grateful for. Okay, and within a few minutes, the party is reunited. Okay, we're just going to speed that part up. All right. So you guys are all together again in a different part of the labyrinth. Congratulations. Yeah. As you walk up, really, there's just one path to go on right now, away from the water, basically. And as you walk up, you see who's in front.
Me.
Yeah, go ahead with him.
All right, so I'm assuming you guys are paying attention at least to some things. Fang, go and make a perception check.
Roll the perception. I got a 7.
Okay. So, Peter, Fang is kind of walking up in the lead. Who is behind Fang?
Probably me.
Okay, so Vanjie, go and make a perception check. Fang, you're just walking forward, and you're, glad to be out of this ocean water. You're still dripping wet.
I got 17.
Okay, so Fang, you step down, and you hear kind of a clicking sound. Vanjie,
Right.
you see almost immediately above Fang, you see that the ceiling appears to be caving in. Roll initiative, Vanji, to see if you can take an action. Okay.
Okay.
What's the trap?
16.
16. Okay, let me just see what the rock is here. All right, so Vanji, you, because you're about 10 feet behind him, you can take an action. But yeah, this appears to be the stone above Fang is just falling down from the roof. And Fang, go ahead and make an initiative roll for you as well. You failed your perception, but make an initiative check.
Got an 18.
Okay, so you can both take an action. Fang, your basic goal would be to avoid this, whatever's falling down above you. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
make
jump
it.
back.
I'm gonna jump past it.
Yeah, Karen, you're a little bit behind, so
Shoot.
hold on one second here. So Fang, go and make a dexterity check. Vanji, what's your action? As this, you see this happening?
So, am I still in water?
No, you guys are out of the water. You're walking up a passageway.
I tackle him out of the way.
You want to try and knock him out of the way? Okay. So go and make a dexterity check for Fang and then for Vanji.
I got a 17 for my dex.
Okay. So dexterity of 17.
I got an 18.
Please. And 18. Okay. And let me just check and see what this is. Okay, so Peter, Fang was trying to dodge out of the way, and he's almost out of the way, but Vanji kind of pulls him a little bit further. Okay, as this huge block of stone just slams down in the middle of the passageway. Okay, the block of stone is about 10 feet square. Okay, so if this had landed on you, it probably would have crushed you and broken several of your bones, if not you entirely. Okay. But
That's a pleasant thought.
so yeah, Vanji basically just, I mean, you just saved at least your hand, right, from getting crushed.
Thank
Pulverized.
you. I like my hands.
Yes. So you guys are just laying there on the ground. The rest of you were right behind. We'll just say, I don't know what order you were in. And if you guys
Where
want
did this ball
to,
come from?
what's that?
Asia was just like, where did this ball come from?
Yeah. So you guys definitely heard this and see this happen. What actions do you want to take next?
Is it blocking the passageway?
So the passageway is about 15 feet wide. This stone is about 10 feet square. So you have about 5 feet on the right-hand side of this block. You
I
can
say we all run
pass.
through it one
Yeah.
I'm not more than 5 feet wide, so
time.
I think I can fit through that.
Yes. Okay. So why don't you just declare what order you want to go in and who's in first, who's on second?
I'm on
I'm
first, I
gonna go.
guess, again.
I'm on second and third.
I'm on the
I'm last.
All right. So declare your actions. How do you want to proceed? Just
I'm just gonna rush through it.
what's that?
I'm just gonna rush through the small bit we can rush through.
Okay. All right. So unless you guys are jockeying for first place, we'll let Fang go first, unless you guys want to push him out of the way.
I'm not even mention it. Let's just move on.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check. And
Wait.
What?
Actually, I'm gonna grab like. Does anyone have a rock?
Yeah, there's a 10-foot wide one next to us.
Like one that will fit.
A big one?
It might slide over and crush you against the wall. So,
Not if you're fast
anyone have
enough, though.
anything that they want to get crushed?
I'll
We
take
have
my
to have frog
chances.
legs
If you don't want to go
earlier.
first, I will.
so what's happening? I'm kind of confused. Sorry.
Peter is not going on first, so I guess I am. I'm just walking past the rock.
All right. So Karen walk fast. You walk up, keep going up this. It's like a set of ramps, you know, coming left, right. You keep going up. And Karen, you go around a few more corners. And how are you able to see?
I'm with my eyes. Oh, even it's dark. I don't know. Peter's
I'm
hand.
guessing the light from Peter's hand is
Yeah.
giving you some light, so you don't go too far ahead. Make a perception check, Karen.
Um,
And I'll give one to Fang as well if he's in second place. Now, as you guys get past the, the stone, the hallways are consistently 15 feet wide. So if you want to have 3 people in the front, 2 in the back, if you want to go single file, you guys can decide how you want to proceed.
I'm gonna stick in the front with everybody else, with 2 other people or something.
Sorry, what was that, Thomas? I didn't quite hear you.
I just
He's just gonna stick with in the front with whoever else is up there.
Okay. So yeah, you find on the ground, just kind of sitting in the middle of the floor, 2 more tokens, okay, of Amarath.
Grabbing them.
Wait, don't
putting
touch
them
him.
on my back.
Don't touch him.
True. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna
You
touch
already
them.
picked them up.
yeah. He did, I would've,
Okay.
so.
I already picked them up.
All right, so you have 2 more tokens. Nothing happens when you pick them up.
Good
We're not
call
dead
though. They
yet,
probably are
so-
booby trapped half the time, so you should probably be careful from now on. And yes, that is mostly me saying that to myself. But
Don't worry, I don't think anyone here is stupid enough to just pick them up straight away.
Except for me. Just kidding.
I'm sorry. I realized that as I was saying it.
2 things. If you have a disadvantage with stealth, let me know. And also, what's your passive perception? So I just need to know everybody's passive perception.
My perception
Passive perception is 11.
mine
10.
is 12.
Minus 14. Wait. No, that's my passive wisdom.
-1. I'm so
Oh, 11 for passive perception.
Oh, 12.
perception right here.
Okay, so the highest is what?
The highest is 12, yeah.
Okay, and then we have like some 11s and okay. All right, so you guys go forward and this will be our last scene for tonight because we're running out of time. All right, so 1 second here. All right, so you guys get up to basically a single exit, kind of seems like an exit doorway, which you can go left or right.
Left.
Right.
Okay.
The
We want to vote on this?
yeah.
Let's have a vote.
Interesting
Yeah.
seeing a demon wants to actually vote for something.
Who wants to go left? Say aye.
Aye.
Shit.
Aye.
Who wants to go right? Say aye. Aye.
I can literally not tell who's talking, so that was a little unaffected.
Who wants to go left and who wants to go right?
Vanji says we go right.
I say left.
I say
Left.
left.
I guess we're going left.
Turn left. And so Karen, you're not allowed to read this, just so you know. Okay.
I'm legally
She's sitting here like
blind.
reading everything that I'm doing. Sorry, Karen. No spoilers are allowed here. Okay.
I literally can't read them.
Okay, that's cool. She doesn't have glasses on, so we're good. All right. So you go down a long passageway, and it's you notice this part of the labyrinth is covered with sort of it's not open air right here, so you're kind of still like in not underground, but you're definitely surrounded by stone. And as you go forward, there's a couple of you in the front. I'm not going to have you roll a perception check because this happens to everybody. You walk into the corridor and a misty green haze kind of surrounds you, okay?
Great.
It has a sort of a strange moldy smell to it. So you're not really sure what's happening. Like as you look forward, even if you have like dark vision, you can't really see very well. You're going to see like this green cloud in front of you.
This is
Why
very
did I
blurry.
snow phone?
So declare your
Good idea,
actions.
yes.
What would you guys like to do? You can either press forward into this green haze or go back from whence you came.
Question.
What is this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep
Okay, so Karen presses forward.
I
You
guess
guys-
I'll press forward too.
So the light from
Guess we have no choice.
Fang's
Press forward.
fist, you can see a little bit. The light does help. It still permeates some of this cloud, so you're able to kind of make your way forward, and you get to a solid wall. You guys, it's hard to kind of breathe when you're in this air, so you're kind of coughing and sputtering as you breathe in this green hazy stuff that smells like mold. Okay.
By solid wall, do you mean a dead end?
Yeah, it appears to be a dead end.
I'm gonna run at the wall because it might be an illusion.
Yeah, you want to go to Hogwarts?
You never know.
All right, so you run full steam ahead into the wall. Is that correct?
I guess.
Okay. Why not, right? All right, so you guys are kind of stunned as Fang runs into this wall, slamming into it and bouncing back. Okay.
Dang
You
it.
get
Are you
2 points of
okay?
damage, 2
Not
points of
illusion.
bludgeoning damage.
Here,
as
just
you-
give me a small portion of your wisdom and intellect.
I run back to the entrance.
Okay, so Perseus takes off, heading out of this cloud of greenness.
Yeah,
Where is this
getting
stuff
out of
coming
this.
from?
Yeah.
They just bottled LA air.
If you want to do an
Toxic.
investigation check, Vanjie, in this cloud, you can do that. See if you can try and figure out where it's coming from.
Quick question.
Investigation.
Technically, if it's a release of gas, would it cause a tremor or a vibration?
17.
Yeah, you're not really hearing anything or seeing anything. It seems like this space, from what you can see, Vanjie, based on the process of going into this, you did notice that the floor was slanting downwards slightly, and this, from what the way that this cloud kind of functions, it seems like it's kind of a low sitting cloud, because when you go up higher, like it seems a little thinner. So you do notice that it's sort of like has a strange, smoke usually rises. This is not rising. It's kind of dwelling near the lower portions of this space.
Spores. I'm thinking spores.
You can go right. Yes.
But anyway, it doesn't seem to have any, you guys can still breathe. It just is really uncomfortable to breathe, and it makes you cough sometimes and things, but
I'm gonna look
I'm gonna leave
around
the room.
in the smoke stuff.
all right, so go and make investigation checks, and we'll have this be our last action here.
I got a 9.
I got a 3.
I got a rock.
9.
A lot of you are like looking around, you can't see anything, you're not seeing anything. So it's just a cloud of green moldiness.
I'm gonna
lingering
run out.
around you.
I'm gonna run out. I don't like this.
All right, and we'll leave it at that for tonight. We'll stop there.